Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler 2 with me, Herd 37. So, we're up here at 1G5, was it Medina or Medina, Ohio, and there was these two jobs now. Both of them are short. One's the 76 miles and one's 75 miles. And I chose to take the 76 mile just because it pays $1,700 more. And if there's nothing at the end of this at OI49, it's this one right here, then we could always come back because it's just 75 miles and take that one. Because that one paid that, if I can get it back. Yeah, it still pays $5,400, and that's a ton of money. And we should have enough fuel, even though this is so heavy. Actually, both of them are over the technical cargo capacity. We'll just have to carry less fuel. But we should be able to get either one of them. And I chose this one, like I said, the $7,100 one, taking DVDs, and I can't remember exactly where this is. I checked AirNav, and AirNav didn't even have a thing on OI49, so I'm not sure exactly where that is. Delaware, Ohio? That's what was, yeah, Flying Acres. I remember that. It must be Delaware, Ohio. Alright, so we'll check this out. Medina. Now, the wind is still coming from the south, just like it was when we flew in. So we're going to want to take off on runway 19. It's 189 degrees, and go down here to Flying Acres. Check out the wind here. As you can see, the wind is coming from basically from the west, kind of maybe southwest. So we're going to come in right here on runway 27, heading 272. You can find any information. 0849 elevation is 974 feet. It's 2,900 feet long, only about 60 feet wide. So we got that. And there's no chart. In fact, AirNav didn't have anything on OI49. There's literally nothing there. So we'll come back over here. Fly now. Get it loaded up. And 76 miles, we've got enough fuel as it is. We've actually got about 30 miles extra. We'll put just a little bit in. Alright, gives us 120 miles total. Alright, VFR, even though it's going to switch us, of course, to IFR. And it's not very far. I think we'll just go to 4,500 feet. We're kind of heavy with all that cargo, so I'll just put there. That's why I bet you that's why we had that night flight, because when you go past it, it just stays at PM. That's why. So 11:41 a.m. because that's why that last one was at night. That's why. Jeez. All right. In our last position, obviously VFR. I'm just going to switch to IFR, but we'll go ahead and move on over to the plane. All right, everybody. Here we are at the plane. Trying to remember, I think that's our runway right there, actually, isn't it? Yeah, I think that is 19. I think that's where we came in, right through here. There's a road apparently coming through here. Kind of weird. All right, let's go down here. We'll get her started up. The parking brake is on. Turn on the battery. Turn on the beacon, the nav. Crack open the throttle. The fuel pump. And start her up. Alright, we'll turn off the fuel pump, turn on the pitot heat. I'm going to go ahead and trim it for takeoff. We'll go ahead and hit up ATC since we got to talk to them.
Cleveland approach, Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot.
Put that in GPS.
Oscar, India, Fort, Niner, ready to copy.
Resize the
Cessna,
GPS.
Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike is cleared to Oscar, India, Fort, Niner. Report is filed. Climb and maintain 4,500. Departure frequency is 125.85. Squawk 7102. Clearance void 30 minutes from now.
Alright, read that back.
Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike, clear to Oscar, India, Fort, Niner, Airport, as filed. Climb and maintain 4,500. Departure is 125.85, squawk 7102. Clearance void 30 minutes from now. Cessna, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike, readback is correct.
Alright, we'll go ahead and turn over to the traffic. And like I said, we're taking off on runway 19. And then that's our taxi.
Golf 5 traffic.
By the way, it's
Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha
189.
Foxtrot, Mike is taxiing to runway 19er.
So are we going to have to go clear, I guess, taxi down to the other end? Alright, let's go ahead and turn our taxi light on. There we go. Oh, we're going the wrong way. Wait. Alright, I got my bearings messed up. There is a taxiway, right? To our left. Yeah, we can taxi right over there, and then... I guess we have to... That taxiway ends, I think, right there, and you come over here, so we'll just... Yeah, we can take either one, right or left, I guess. Since we have to... It's kind of weird. I thought we, I thought 19 was going this way, but apparently it's going this way. Got my bearings kind of messed up. I guess we'll just come over here to the right and then come through here. So I guess we were going the right way. No, we are taking off that way. Alright. See, like I said, my bearings are completely screwed. That's why I thought we came in from this side. So it is right. Go ahead and put the flaps out. I thought we came in right over by these buildings. We did. I don't know why like my bearings were all messed up there for a second. Figure out what was going on. So we'll come right over here. And can we enter the runway from here? Or do we have to go on down? Feels like we should be able to get on right here. Is that not correct? We'll go on down. To our right. Can't tell if you can get, because there's no taxiway going on there. I don't know if you can get on there or not. Maybe if you're a larger plane, you need more room. I don't know. But there's a taxiway to the left right before this runway, so we can get on there. Alright, we'll hang a left right here. Brakes are awfully strong, although we go pretty quick on the taxi. Always have. Alright. We're stopping right here. And we're going out to the south. It's kind of southwest.
1 Golf 5 traffic. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot. Mike taking off runway 19er.
Yeah, maybe it was a little more to the west. I should have said. Should have said west. Let's go down here. Turn on our landing lights and our strobe. Close that out. See anyone coming from that side or this side. I haven't heard anyone on the radios either. So even 100%, there's just not any general aviation out in the area. Alright, let's go ahead and get on out of here. The weather just changed on us. Airspeed is live. Go ahead and rotate. Get on out of here. ahead and retract the flaps. Just can't pick up a little more airspeed. Alright, air hauler's got us. Let's go ahead and rotate out to the right. Rotate to the right. Swing out to the right. Airspeed is coming up a little bit more. You can tell she's heavy. 243. I'm going to move this down. Well, I can't. I have to wait till I actually hit on the autopilot. I was going to say just climb at 500 feet. We're only 75 miles out, but it says a little over an hour. We can go ahead and hit the autopilot, the nav, hit the altitude, and move this down to 500 feet a minute. Just over 1,800 feet. It doesn't seem to, as much cargo as we've got on, it's kind of hard for her to climb quick at all. That's why I picked only 4,500 feet. Although I don't really like going over 5,500 feet. She seems to struggle, you know. A lot of times we got a lot of cargo in here, and she struggles a little bit climbing. Weather's changing too often, all of a sudden. Weather's broken up. So we didn't even see the town yesterday. This was nighttime. I can't remember if it's Medina or Medina, because I would say Medina, but I think they call it actually like Medina Golf Club. I think there's a major, I don't know if it's a championship every year, or if it's one of those, sometimes play the US Open out here. I can't remember what it is. I always thought they called it Medina Golf Club or something like that. Right at about 60 knots. We're at 2,500 feet. Got 2,000 to go. So we are slowing down an hour and 15. That's a 400. She's struggling a little bit. Actually, the speed looked like the speed came up just a tad. Alright, at 2,800 feet, I'm gonna go ahead and just say 300 feet a minute on the climb. She usually climbs at 300 feet a minute quite easily. You can see the speed just barely coming up. Go ahead and put this at 90% on the mixture. I don't know if that'll help any just yet. There's 3,000 right there. It does look really nice, though. FTX Global, of course. Always looks nice, really. So let's see. Move this to 80 if that helps any just yet. Speed getting towards 70 knots. Alright, well, we're doing a little bit better now. I'll go ahead and speed it up. And we'll be back in just a little bit. Alright, everybody, slowing it down. We're 19 miles out. Go ahead and get on ATC here. We never did cancel that. I keep forgetting that. Takeoff.
Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike, you have exceeded your clearance void time. IFR flight plan is canceled.
Alright, go over to our... Got to find this OI-49. Where are you? Can't be too far. OI-14, here we go. OI-49, Flying Acres. Turn to the traffic. Runway for landing is, like I said, going to be 27, so it's pretty much just straight in. Full stop landing. Now it's our position.
Oscar India 49er traffic. Cessna Golf Bravo Alpha Foxtrot Mike is 19er miles northeast, 4,500 inbound to land. Runway 27.
Alright, and the elevation is 974 feet. It's going to go up to, or down, about 2,900 feet. And a little more dense over here. I like it. "17 miles out. 241. So I'm going to go over to heading. Go out to the left just a little bit. Although it's actually easier to see out of the left window. Still be able to see. Seems like we're going off a little too much here. We're right at the edge of the clouds. Speed it up a little bit, I think. Go up to 2x until we get a little bit closer. Enrich the mixture. Put about 75. Because we went full rich when we're around 3,000 feet. So we put a little bit more in. Getting close to empty. Figured we would. I'm going to go ahead and put full rich. Only 13 miles out. They can go past the red a little bit. I remember from Air Hauler, at the beginning of that, man, we used to always get down on fuel. But we shall be fine. Alright, I'm going to sit up in the seat just a little bit. Just a little bit more to the right. We're 4 degrees different right there. 11 miles out. It looks like we got a few more. I mean, I hate when there's other airports around. These small little airports. Looks like there's one to the left of it and one to the right of it. It's never good. Man, look at all that. It's just there's tons of them over there. My goodness. All right, 9 miles out. Can't tell if there's going to be another one to the left as well. Kind of looks like it, unless that's just saying the OH. I think that's just the O of OH. Alright, 8 miles up, we're going to go ahead and slow her down. Yeah, it's a little harder to see when it's over to the right. Peek up over the top. We don't have to worry about that one because that one's going to be to our left, so we've kind of taken that one out of play. Yeah, much easier when it's off to the left. But when we see the one off to our left, it'll let us know that we're right over by it. You can see it's on the other side of the water coming up, as this one's on the left side of the water. Six miles out. Call our position. Well, I'll let it go for a second. Call it at 5 miles out. Alright, 5 miles out, we'll go ahead and do the call out the position.
Oscar, India 49er, traffic, Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike is 6 miles northeast, 2,900, inbound to land, runway 27.
Right, so it's just a little bit up further from this one on the left. I don't even see the one on the left. Like I said, it's on the left side. It should be right over there. Right here. Thinking that's gotta be it. I never did see the one off to the left. I think that maybe that's it. It's just going the other way. It's kind of looking for the runway going in the same direction for some reason. Get our speed down. See, it just seems like we need to raise up a little bit in our seat. Now we can start putting the flaps out. Doesn't look like it's pretty actually good distance. What was it, 2,900 feet long or something like that? So distance-wise, it's really good. It's just really thin. 60 feet. So it's not like it's going to be totally easy to hit. Trim this thing out a little better. One thing, and then it goes from being way down too far to that. I hate that. Go more to the left. Alright, we're at full flaps, we're still a little high.
Oscar, India 49er, traffic, Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot, Mike is on final, runway 27, to land.
Just sit up a little more. I'm looking for the edge of the runway. to the right a little bit. Stop to the right a little bit.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Off to the right. Good lord. I just couldn't get her back to the left, and then we lost sight of the runway. I swear, I just can't figure out why I'm struggling so much with seeing the runways all of a sudden. Alright, come back to the other side. Since this is the way the wind is blowing, when we take off, it'll probably be blowing the same way. Come on. Turn around. There we go. Now, but you can see we just lose track of the runway. That doesn't help at all. Man, look how thin it is, though. There isn't much room for error anyway. So when you lose track of it, you're really screwed. We got slow right at the end. It's not much wider than the actual plane itself, the wheels. You can see how long this is compared to the other ones we've been laying on. This is like real long. I think the shortest one we laid on was at Air Park over in Versailles or Versailles, Indiana. That was like 1,000 feet. I think it was less than 1,000 feet, 900 feet or so. This one's actually really long. It's just pencil thin. Alright, here's the end of it. When we, right before we touched down, I was kind of thinking, man, did we actually get to the runway? Because I had planned it out to be a little longer than that. I'm not sure exactly where we even touched down to the right of it. Should be clear of it, yeah. Although if you land to the left, like, as much as we did, you probably hit us. Clear the runway.
Oscar, India 4-9er traffic, Cessna, Golf, Bravo, Alpha, Foxtrot.
Strobe and landing lights, text select can all come off. Pitot heat as well. Cut the fuel. Nav and beacon. Turn off the battery in the generator. Alright, everything is off. I need to cancel that. Yeah. And we'll go over to air hauler and get paid. Alright, we'll go ahead and unload this thing. Not part unload. Finish the flight monitoring. It still haven't fixed that. There's no cargo. It was an okay landing. Took off at 11:48. Landed at 12:40. So it's 52 minutes long. We took off with 73 pounds. Landed with 26. We used what 47 pounds. Max altitude was 4,517 feet. Max speed was 126.89 knots. Stall false. Overspeed false. Landing description was okay. Landing gear down, of course, was true. Landed on grass. No damage to the runway or the plane. Came down to 224 feet a minute. Landing speed was 45.6 knots. And let's see, landing roll 0.049. Wind speed was 7, coming in at 202. Alright. Well, we made some decent money on that. $7,100 minus just a little bit in fuel. Let's check out this info. Cargo reputation at 32. Today is the 16th. So what was it on the 15th? 24.7. What? How can it be 24 point... Oh, it's talking about overall? No, it says cargo. Oh, cargo was 31, I'm sorry. Now it's 32. Yeah, when we got... So that went up 1 yesterday, because that... I think we had a kind of a crappy land, so we only made 0.5. So it is... As long as I guess you land okay, it should go up 1 on the cargo, and then it... overall, of course, I don't know how to calculate that off the top of my head because it's got the other 3 or other 2 for the total. What is the green? So blue is total. Alright, so it's passenger. Alright, because I was wondering why the blue and the green were kind of going off with each other. Alright, so we're at 25 total. Like I said, I don't know if when you buy the plane, is it 40 overall or is it 40 for just like cargo or something? I'm kind of thinking it's going to be overall because you can use that plane for cargo or passenger or whatever. So, might want to do just some passengers here in a little while. Increase that. Since mission rep, I don't know how the hell we're going to raise that because there's never anything there. Although, I think you have to be in passenger configuration to do those. So maybe if we switch over to passenger, maybe we could do that. It would come up. Let's see if we actually can. How long does it take? Oh, that's right. We can only do it at the bases. Jeez. Alright. So where are we exactly? Oh, see, now they put 2 jobs here. It's crazy. I kind of like that they're doing that. That way we don't have to position anywhere and waste money. That sounds familiar. It shouldn't be, though. Fayetteville. Oh, that's where the, I don't know if y'all know, it's where they have Bridge Day. When it comes to jump off the bridge. The one that goes KGYY. I kind of like this one, it pays a little more. And that one, you're taking us out towards Chicago. Oh, that's Gary. Wow, that's a big airport. This would have us closer to our base. I do like that. It pays a little bit more, but as you can see, it's not too much further. It's what? 39 miles or so. Pays 1,400 more. That is nice that they do that though, so you don't have to position, because it is kind of a waste. There's never anything to buy. Yeah, it's all right. So 484 pounds. It pays pretty good, really, at 4,300. Company catch 100 up to 147 grand. Wonder if we go over to not options. Where are they buying the planes? Can't even remember. It's not fleet. Stock market marketplace. So we go private sales. I wonder how much some of these planes cost. I don't know why, but I can't seem to see the price. If we go over here to aircraft. There we go. See, it's only like 23 grand weight. How can oh, it's the lease, but still 23 grand, and we got over 140. My God, we would be able to buy so many and everything. But we can't, reputation of 40 or greater. I think that's going to be overall. Let's do it this way. Because, like I said, we have 100... If we had 159, geez, we could rent a caravan. See, I'm a little worried with the way they did with the money. We have so much money, because we did it the hard way. But still, we have so much money that it's going to be too easy for us to advance real early. Because we're not anywhere close to 40 reputation. And we already have 141 grand. You know? 147 grand. So we're going to have so much money by the time we can actually buy stuff. Because remember last time, it was a struggle to get that Baron and everything. And then a struggle to get to the Grand Caravan and everything. And they're making it kind of easy, to be quite honest. I mean, 147 grand, we're just 12 grand shy of that. And we get 4 grand a job. By the time we're up to 40, my God, we're going to be... I'll bet by the time we're up there, we can almost get a DC-3 as our first plane, which is a little bit ridiculous. We should probably be able to get a King Air. a little too easy, in my opinion. Air Hauler 1 was extremely difficult, but this one seems to be rather easy. It's just somewhat disappointing, because we did take the hardest route as well. Put on the hardest career mode. Anyway, everyone, that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you all did enjoy it. I'll catch you guys on the next flight.